subtly and slowly over time train your brain to follow these rules. The rules are, if you do blank that I don't like, I will ignore you for X amount of days. If you do blank that I don't like, I will withhold sex from you for X amount of weeks. If you do blank during co-parenting, I will keep your children from you in every way possible. If you do anything outside of these very specific, ever-shifting boundaries that she's set for you, she will guilt trip you to rein you back in to make sure that you understand the rules. Maybe you have a special day at work and she doesn't like that because it's making you happy. She will ruin that day. She will need you to come home. One of the kids got hurt. So and so died. She wants what she wants, no matter what.
Yes, 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 fellas. Welcome to the show. Very short one, indeed. But yeah, hear it from the horse's mouth. A lot of these modern women today, they are good with the chessboard game. They graduated from playing checkers. Now, a lot of them, they think all they have to use is the pawn to get you, and a lot of times we put ourselves, a lot of guys put themselves in the situations where we like, nah, the pawn can't hurt. See, we think we can just be like, oh, you know what? It'd be better. It'd be better. And you start to lose your own value system in the process because you're thinking, you know what? Let me just make her happy. If she's happy, I'm happy. And then all of a sudden, you're living for her. You're not living for yourself. It's a mistake that a lot of guys make. Then when you're at home, thinking to yourself, like, wait a minute, why did I let that happen? Especially when it involves your children. You wanna be around your children. They know this. So what they do? Well, you won't see your kids when you want to see your kids, and so now what you're thinking, you're like, all right, okay, looks like I'm gonna have to get a lawyer. We're gonna have to go to court and straighten this out the real way, the regular way, just to get the end result that you would have gotten if you probably wouldn't have compromised yourself in the first place. But you're thinking like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna do this. Because I want to be around my kids. That's what you're thinking. You're like, like, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. But do you know she's just sprinkling breadcrumbs around, and you're just nibbling up on breadcrumbs. Okay, 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 okay. But it never stops. The breadcrumbs just go on and on and on and on. We've all been there. We've all been there. Especially the brothers out there that eventually was put on child support. Yeah, you've been there. And any of you out there that have ever stayed with a woman, especially an ABW, you've been there. You've experienced the breadcrumb trail, especially if you had kids with this woman. And a lot of them, yeah, kids would definitely be used as a pawn because that's what she has. That's her bargaining chip to control you, to get what she wants out of you. And it'll never stop. It'll start with sex. Like, okay, you don't do this, oh, I'm mad at you. You ain't gonna get none of this taco. Oh yeah? Okay. Okay. That's how you be when you don't know any better. You don't pay attention to the breadcrumbs. The whole conversation is a breadcrumb. The initiation of the argument is a breadcrumb. And they get you every time if you're not paying attention. You see, fellas, but once you realize it's breadcrumbs, push yourself away from that table altogether. Like, okay, I'm good on this because this is going to be a perpetual circle, 360 degrees every time, circular arguments every time. And you're not meant to win. It's not built into the game for you to win. It's just built in for you to play, participate. You're just a hamster running on a wheel, thinking one day you're going to get to the finish line. There is no finish line.